You've all heard me come on here and say that I really like this firearm or I love that one. Now I'd like to talk to you about my favorite firearm, the one that I'd take over all the others. I feel the design is so superior, so flawless, such extraordinary ergonomics that I'm not so sure that it will ever be matched. Now this is in my opinion, of course, and you may have a different one, but for me it's the Heckler & Koch MP5. In my eyes, this is as good as it gets, from the overall aesthetics to the controls placed right where they should be, to the amazing engineering that controls the roller delayed blowback function. Now history states that a group of Heckler & Koch engineers developed the MP5 back in the 1960s by basically shrinking down the action of the G3. But I'm here to tell you that there was some kind of divine intervention, and the MP5 is exactly as God intended. HK used to import civilian legal variants of the MP5. They were known as the HK 94 and the HK SP89. However, these haven't been imported since 1989 and 1994 respectively, each getting attacked by a separate weapons ban. Much to my dismay, with America's import laws and Germany's export laws, it is pretty unlikely that you will ever see another civilian version of the MP5 in America made by Heckler & Koch. Bring on the clones. Companies started realizing that people wanted these roller lock guns, so they reverse engineered the process, producing guns of varying quality. More often than not, these firearms didn't give the shooter the same experience that you would get from a genuine HK. Now, in all fairness, there are some good clones out there. Usually you can recognize them by the massive price tag that they come with, but most are going to fall far short of the original German perfection. So what goes into a clone? That varies too. First you take a flat and this bending jig, a press, hope you're good at welding, put some parts in it, some good, some not so much, and hope the damn thing works. Really, any schmuck on YouTube can do it. What if there was something better, something not put together in someone's basement, and not built out of parts that have been around the world more times than the Rolling Stones and seen more action than Snooki? What if a company secured the manufacturing licensing from Heckler & Koch, got all the machinery from HK, all the tooling, built parts to the exacting blueprints and standards of the original German firearms, and then imported that firearm to America? Well, then you and I could have the roller lock experience that we have been deprived of for so many years. Thanks to MKE in Turkey for the manufacturing and Zenith Firearms for importing them to the States, this dream is now a reality. Coming from someone who has several genuine HK roller locks, I can tell you that this gun is every bit as good as the original, if not a little bit better. Plus, since the originals have become somewhat of a collector's item, it's nice to be able to take one out and not worry about damaging your investment. I can tell you that I've been running the Zenith hard for over a month now. Since I was really expecting it to let me down like so many others have in the past, I have run this thing like a scolded dog. Kind of lost track of round count, but it's around 1,500. And it hasn't had a single malfunction. Furthermore, to my own amazement, I have yet to clean it, and it still keeps running as smooth as a sewing machine. For those who have never shot a roller-delayed blowback firearm, it's something special. I'm not going to go into a real long dissertation here of how it works, but for laymen, let's just say that it's like the bolt is riding on ball bearings. That, along with what I'd say is about the perfect weight, makes for one of the best shooting experiences you can have. It's silky smooth with a very mild recoil. If you've never shot one of these roller lock firearms, I'd highly recommend it, and the Zenith is easily one of the best available. Another thing that amazed me was the accuracy that I was able to achieve with this firearm. I thoroughly enjoy shooting these oversized pistols, but sometimes they can be awkward and hard to make accurate shots. This wasn't the case with the Zenith. I was hitting everything that I wanted and some things that I didn't think were possible. Let's talk about the ergonomics for a second, and Zenith has nailed all of this just like a genuine HK. First off, the charging handle is forward left of the firearm, where it should be on all firearms. This lets you manipulate the bolt without losing sight picture. Also, just like a real HK, you can lock the bolt open by sliding the charging handle back and up. Then insert the magazine and do the slap technique to chamber the first round. Maybe I'm a little twisted, but for me, there's just something way beyond cool about this. And needless to say, I absolutely love being able to charge the weapon in this manner. The pistol grip is patterned off the HK with the finger grooves and the thumb swell. It's identical to the HKs that I have, and I know some people prefer the straight grip, but I personally find this one much more comfortable. One of my favorite things that is true to the original design, the Zenith model has the paddle magazine release along with the push button. This makes changing the magazine very quick, easy, and comfortable. This is one item that sadly had to be omitted from the majority of the semi-auto HKs that were imported to the States. So this is one area where the Zenith is even better than its German counterpart. The other thing that I like better about the Zenith over the classic HKs is the trigger pull. Using a Timney trigger pull scale, the Zenith measures in at about 6 pounds or less. My HKs are registering between 8 and 9 pounds. This just helps with accuracy and makes the Zenith even more of a pleasure to shoot. If you have plans on using a suppressor, the Zenith may be a little more user-friendly in that area as well. Classic HKs have a 3-lug adapter for the attachment of a suppressor, as does the Zenith. However, the Zenith also features a standard 1/2x28 threaded barrel to accept suppressors, which is a much more common method of attachment. The sights are HK diopter style, and these are very nice sights. The rear drum moves around so that you can use different adjustments on the drum to coincide with different ranges. These sights work extremely well, and the ones on the Zenith are outstanding. Another sign that Zenith wants you to have a quality experience is all the extras you get in the box with the firearm. Along with an official contract variant of the MP5, you'll get 3 magazines, which is really nice because MP5 magazines can be a bit pricey. Also, you'll get a Picatinny rail mount for the top of the firearm. One of the complaints about the MP5 is that it was designed before the Picatinny rail, which can make attaching accessories somewhat of a challenge. But this mount bridges that gap and lets you attach any optics that you would like to the top of your Zenith. Also, you'll get an HK style 3-point sling, cleaning kit, and some extra pins in case you lose them so that you can stay in the fight. This is altogether a real nice setup with a lot of extras that you would usually have to pay a lot extra for. In case that you would like some other accessories for your new Zenith, fear not. All aftermarket parts for the MP5 should fit perfectly. We tried a few and the ones that we used fit just like they should. If you've never shot a roller lock firearm, or if you have a bunch of investment grade roller locks sitting in the safe, this whole new lineup from Zenith is well worth checking out. This is an official contract variant of the MP5, made on HK tooling to the German standards. It is the highest quality roller lock experience that you can get in the United States today. Making the Zenith Z-5 series the absolute closest thing you can get to a Heckler & Koch MP5.